My name's Drew Ivers, and I'm a delegate from Iowa. This is my 5th Republican National Convention I've been to. The first one,
Drew, spell your name for us.
Ivers is the last name. The first name is Drew, D-R-E-W.
Just pause for a sec.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to have a few words into the camera and talking a little bit about why I'm here. This is the 5th Republican National Convention that I've had an opportunity to go to. And the first one was in 1980, Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, and I was a Ronald Reagan delegate. And just last night, I was at a rally called the Rally for the Republic. And Ron Paul's putting together an organization, the aftermath of his campaign, called the Campaign for Liberty. And we had a rally last night, almost 10,000 people there. This was Tuesday night, just across town at the Target Center. And that particular rally reminded me, it was reminiscent of the convention that I just talked about when I introduced myself. And I was a delegate in 1980 as a Reagan delegate in Detroit, Michigan. And the enthusiasm and the excitement about being there and those almost 10,000 people who were there really reminded me of the Reagan Revolution 28 years ago, almost 30 years ago. So at any rate, I'm here to further the cause of democracy, of our republic, to advance our republic, and to extend, hopefully, this republic into the years to come. Right now, I think we have a threat within our political system, and we have drifted so far to the left that we have some dangers that are really on the horizon. So what I'm here to do is try to help restore the republic through enforcing and rebuilding and recharging the right wing of the Republican Party, and to do that through an organization that we're forming called the Campaign for Liberty. And again, I just mentioned the kickoff for that event last night. So the Republican Party now has some dilemmas on how to handle their future. And John McCain is going to be our nominee tonight. We're going to get that job done as delegates. And then we need to move on and decide what emphasis we need to have on foreign policy and fiscal policy and monetary policy and our policy abroad. How do we handle our international relationships? And right now we have a great tendency to have an interventionist foreign policy. I think it's a mistake. I think we need to have more of a non-interventionist foreign policy. I'm a wounded veteran, Purple Heart veteran of the Vietnam War. I was drafted the 3rd of December, 1968. So I know what it's like to be in a foreign war. I was nearly killed a number of times. Got my leg shot off. It took took 6 operations, and a year and a half later, I was able to walk on it. So the question is, why are we involved in these foreign wars and these international involvements, entanglements? And our foreign affairs policies are too quick, I think, to look toward interventionism. And I think John McCain has to address that as our nominee. He also is a Vietnam veteran, and so he's experienced that war as well. So I'm hoping that he will address that for the right wing of the party, of which I'm active in, and issue that, talk about his position on that, and I think withdraw some of that interventionist tendencies that he has. Another major issue that John McCain has to address is our monetary policy. The inflationary problem that we have right now is a major detriment to the health and the future of my kids and my grandkids. And I'm hoping John McCain will address that more seriously. Right now, we need a sound currency, and perhaps we need a competitive asset-backed currency, something other than the Federal Reserve notes that we're all watching drift away into worthlessness. My wife and I just got back from a trip in Greece, and I'm telling you, the exchange rate is terrible. The cost is very disturbing for me as an American to see the value of our dollar. So that's another issue. Another reason I'm here is to talk about monetary policy and what our long-term plan is with the indebtedness. and John McCain and Obama and all the rest talk about cutting taxes, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is spending. We need to stop the spending, and John McCain needs to talk about that, and so does Obama, and so does all the American political activity and the activists, and certainly the general population. So that's another issue that's really quite important for me and for the people in the delegates on the convention floor.